So, what do we need for healthy skin? Relax wrinkles, increase collagen, increase elastin. We need moisture, minimize inflammation, antioxidants, and skin renewal. You think one product can do that?
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely, and I'm going to show you how it works today. Okay, it's because most of the products that you'll see, they will concentrate on one piece of that. Now, you'll notice today, where it gets complicated is a lot of these have carryovers, okay? A certain ingredient will have multiple benefits, okay? So that's where it might get a little confusing. Just bear with me, okay? We'll get through this. These things work is that they found the things in nature, these peptides that help with our skin, and then made them, okay? So, do these come from plants? No, they come from natural amino acids, but from different processes. So, can we say that our skincare is 100% natural? No. In fact, the government is saying right now, if you want to call it natural on your label, you better have dug it up, ground it up, and put it in the capsule or in the product yourself, because anything else is not considered, quote, natural. Okay? So, these things, are peptides natural?
Yes.
They're made up of amino acids, okay, but we have to make them, okay? So, we're going to go through and I'll show you how it's really kind of cool, one of these. So, this is one of the ingredients. We're going to talk about Acmel. This is part of our botanical technology, okay? Guess where that plant comes from? Peru. Amazing, huh? So, everybody knows my past. I've spent time in Peru. Okay, this one is dipeptodiaminobutyryl benzoylamide diacetate. Okay, that's it. Okay, so here's what, in Spanish. Okay, so this is what's fun. How many know Botox? Ever heard of Botox? Okay, how does Botox work? What they do with Botox is they take the botulinum toxin, okay? That's what it is. It's the toxin from that. And they dilute it, and then they inject it in your skin, and it basically stops the nerves from working. And what's interesting is they found that there is a snake venom, that snakes, that when they bite them, they also have this venom that paralyzes. Have everybody heard of this? It paralyzes their prey, and then they come back later and eat them. Well, they did an analysis of this toxin, and guess what? It actually is. It's an inhibitor, and basically it blocks neuromuscular contraction. So they did an analysis of the snake venom, said, how does this snake venom work? And they said, okay, well that's cool, here it is, here's the chemistry of it. And then what they said, you know what, why don't we take that same snake venom, because is snake venom natural?
Yes.
Yeah, it's natural, okay, naturally occurring, okay? Why don't we see what that actually does, and then let's make some snake venom, okay? So, we found out there's the structure. These guys, remember what all these guys are? These are all our amino acids, okay, just natural, good old amino acids. And then found a way to manufacture that using the amino acids and make a snake venom basically in the lab, okay, that has that same effect, but it's not taking venom out of a snake. Okay, so here's the way it works for those of you who love chemistry. Go ahead, you can look through that. Basically, the way it works is that it basically blocks the ability for the muscle to contract. Okay, so it just blocks the signal, your muscle won't contract. So again, it's Botox, we inject a toxin, kill the nerve. Here what we do is just block that action of the nerve to block that action of that muscle to contract. Okay? So now we're just putting it on our face, and it works the same way. Okay? It works in a different fashion. Okay? It works like the snake venom. It's not snake venom. We don't go out there and milk snakes and get snake venom. Okay? And the reason we do that is because this is much more pure. This is a peptide. Okay, back to the peptides, and it works against. And actually, there was a received a technology word for the ingredient we use in that. Okay. So it helps your face relax without losing the ability to express yourself. How many have heard of argireline? No? Nobody watches Dr. Oz in here? Dr. Oz had argireline on there and said, it's the new miracle thing for your face. It will take 11 years off your... And then they put this lady's face up on Times Square. They had her go in and they did a... You know, how old is this lady? They went through a whole long 5-week study with her, and then they took her back to the same place, and then they thought she looked a lot younger, okay? They said, I think it was an average of 6 or 7 years younger that after she'd used this product. Well, Argireline is last year's product. This is the brand new technology that's much better than Argireline. So if you hear somebody that says, oh, Argireline, have you heard of that? This is much better than that. Okay? All right. So again, another study with that. Depth of wrinkles was reduced 63%. Okay. So moisturizer. Now, this product is not designed to be a moisturizer. Why not? It has some things that have moisturizing properties, but different people at different ages and different skin types have different moisture requirements. You want to put a heavier cream on at night than you do in the morning, right? Right. But you want to use the serum all the time. So if you make the serum a moisturizer, do you make it a light one? And people go, oh, it's a light moisturizer. Or do you make it a heavy one? So again, use the moisturizer of your choice. But there are things that have moisturizing properties. Now you'll see some products that'll just have things like vitamin E cream. It just has vitamin E in it. It has antioxidants. Some of the antioxidants I mentioned at the beginning, the retinol palmitate, some of the other different things. Vitamin C, let's look at what vitamin C does in your body. First thing, vitamin C does help to increase collagen. Okay? You can read the rest of the stuff. It also protects us. It's an antioxidant. You know, collagen is what gives our skin our elasticity. And if you take a little kid's skin and you lift it up right here and you let it go, it's real rubbery. It just bounces right back. As we get older and we lose collagen, we lose that elasticity, and our skin will tend to stay up longer, okay? And if you do it on a really old person, it kind of just stays up there for a long time because they lose that collagen. So it's important to protect that collagen, and the vitamin C can help as an antioxidant. Vitamin E is important also. You see vitamin E cream, and then retinol, again, is another cream that a lot of people will use. We want to make sure that our skin is renewing, right? New cells are growing all the time. The reason why we exfoliate, scrape off the old so the new stuff will grow. You know, when they do those chemical peels, basically like, why don't we just burn your face and then let things grow back? And that's basically what a chemical peel does. And so with this, we'll show you how this works. Okay, so this is actually an extract of an herb, okay, and what it helps with is reepithelialization, and it's an anti-inflammatory. So reepithelialization puts new skin on your face. Okay, so because people want to have a sunscreen, different people have different skin requirements for sunscreen, so we didn't want to put a sunscreen in there. Also, sunscreens are notoriously have problems with allergies. Okay, so you have to be careful with that. Okay, now. Should I wait till I'm 35 or 40 to use the product? No, because as we mentioned before, even in our 20s, we begin to develop wrinkles and our skin exfoliation goes down, etc. So it's great even in our 20s. And how long should we use the product?
Forever.
Forever. That's right. Okay.